Alright, well, welcome back. I am Uncle Snaf. Today we're going to review yet another off-grid knife. This is the OG819 Legal Eagle. This is the assisted tactical Tanto flipper knife. It has the AUS-8 blade with the Grippy G10 handle and deep pocket carry with a glass breaker. Alright. That's a little mouthful to say. But to be very honest with you, little itty bitty knife, whole lot of package. We're going to dig right into this thing because this thing is great. As they say, it's got the AUS-8 blade or AUS-8, whatever you want to say. I've heard it both ways. Really, what this means is that this is the Japanese steel. It's been heat treated and then they freeze treat it. And what that does is that actually just increases the strength of the metal, really draws things in, makes the metal, the molecules in the metal, makes them stronger, makes them bind together better. And a stronger blade holds a better edge and is just a stronger blade. So far this blade has not failed in any way, shape, or form. This is my work knife. I'm using this now daily as my working blade, and you gotta just believe me when I say, wow, what a knife. Alright, let's dig into this blade design here. Alright, this is a Tanto blade. Now this is different than a lot of Tanto blades that you might have experienced in the past. Most Tanto blades have a straight grind for the Tanto. So what happens is they come out off of the top and it comes out straight, and then the Tanto is a straight grind straight down. This has an ever so slight curve to it. Hopefully you can see that. And that ever so slight curve is really cool because with that ever so slight curve you can actually cut. And this thing is razor sharp. I mean super razor sharp. Blown away with how sharp it is. So for the first time I have ever seen a Tanto blade that I can actually use to cut with. Most of the time Tanto blades are great for piercing. It's the whole design of the Tanto. It's a piercing blade. But this is actually a cuttable blade. You can actually use this to cut with. It just blows me away. It's amazing. Great design feature on it. This also has a serration on the blade as well as a small straight grind on it. Personally speaking, I'm a working man. I don't have any need for a real serration on the blade. It's great if you're hunting or if you're doing some slashing and cutting and that kind of thing. I don't personally have it. I wish they would have two different models with or without the serration, but even with the serration, I'm not going to complain. I'm still just blown away with this blade. One heck of a nice blade, and it's also got some great details. Their logo printed onto it. I think that's laser cut onto it, and really does kind of make the blade very nice. It classes up the thing. Thumb studs on it. Thumb studs have such great detail. I love the detail on the thumb studs. And here's a problem. I have big fat hands, so this knife is actually very small for me. It's a legal knife because it's 2.98 inches, so it's legal to carry in all states and that kind of thing. But my problem is that with these big old fat fingers, opening a knife using thumb studs has always been kind of a pain in the butt, and this is still the case for me even with this knife. I can do it. It's spring assisted, so it flips open, locks open very nicely, very positively, but it is still difficult for people with big fingers. If you have smaller hands and or medium sized hands, you're going to find this to be really nice and easy. Again, very easy opening, doesn't take much to open it. The detent on it is solid, but it springs open. For me, I like having the top opening to it. Makes things very simple and easy for me, and I can open this knife up all day long just as quick as you want it, and it's a lightning fast opener. I love the speed to which this knife opens. Very solid. The lock on it is extremely solid. That's a great locking mechanism for it. And one of the things that I really like about it, first of all, no blade play whatsoever. But one of the things I love about this is you can see that the metal is raised right here. And what that means is for people with big fingers like mine, we can get our thumbs in on that without making any problems. so it is really easy to open and close. The closing ability of this knife is really simple. I mean, it is just absolutely smooth as glass, easy to open, easy to close. I don't have any issues with it. Now, I'm left-handed. Right-handed wise, still not a problem. All right, easy to do, easy peasy. All right, so just kind of keep that in mind when you're looking at this knife. That is one of the nice features I like about it, is the fact that it is so easy to open and close. Left and right-handed doesn't matter. All right, that's one of the things. That's something I always liked a knife. I got to be able to open and close it easily. One of the other things this knife has, and I think is a great little feature, is a glass breaker. All right. As a professional driver in an area where I drive near lots of water, I personally feel much more comfortable knowing that I have the ability to break open a window if I should need. And so that little glass breaker right there is actually something as a feature I absolutely love. I'm not carrying this knife so I can defend myself and all that kind of stuff. I'm carrying this knife because it's my tool. It's what I use to work with. And having that little extra piece of toolkit on my knife, man, that is cool as anything. The G10 handle's got a diamond pattern on it. It's really nicely done. It's just an exceptionally grippy feel. You can really get a positive grip on this handle, and you definitely don't feel that the knife's going away. The other thing I like is that you have good finger protection here. So your finger gets locked into place and it stays in a place. It's not going to move if you're pushing up against something, that kind of thing. So you have good finger retention, keeps your fingers safe away from the blade. That's another good, very positive feature. The design on this knife is incredible. It's a little package. It's a whole lot of knife. It's legal in most states, being under 3 inches, and that's something that you can think about. And the part that just blows me away is the price point, $37.95. I mean, that's a lot of knife for a low price knife. This is not even. This isn't even a medium price knife. This is the low price knife. Because once you get under 40 bucks, the knives get really cheap, and you can go online and find some really cheap knives for under 40 bucks. But you're not going to find a knife in this price point with this kind of quality. It just can't happen. Not going to find it. And so check it out. It's definitely worth checking out. I'm so pleased with this company, and I'm so pleased with this knife. And I'm not a big fan of the Tanto, of this particular style Tanto blade and all that. And it impresses me every single day. So keep your eyes open. Check these eyes out. Go online. Off-grid knives. This is the 819, or excuse me, the OG819 legal assisted tactical Tanto flipper knife. Boy, that's a lot of mouthful to say. And with that, I am out of here. I'm Uncle Snaf, and this has been my review for Off-Grid Knives. Thanks.